6 children have died in 2 separate fire incidents in the city of Ekurhuleni. In both of these incidents, the children were left alone without any adult supervision. In the first incident, 4 children between the ages of 2 and 14 died when their 4-room shack caught alight. In the second incident, a 10-year-old and 2-year-old died when their house caught fire. The city's disaster and emergency management spokesperson, Maswazi Mdluli, says the cause of the fires are not yet known, but it's suspected that unattended heating and lighting devices were involved. And for more on this story, we're now joined by our reporter, Puseletso Mokoena. He joins us now in studio for more on this conversation. Puseletso, thank you so much for your time this evening. A really tragic story coming out from Ekurhuleni this morning, the deaths of 6 children. If maybe you can just give us a synopsis of what transpired and what led, to the fires in these 2 separate matters.
Oh, well, of course, Mbali, the cause of the fires are still a subject of investigation. But what I can tell you from what we heard from the disaster management in the city of Ekurhuleni is that last night they have responded to 2 fire incidents, different fire incidents, that the other one in Katlehong and the other one in Villa Lisa in Ekurhuleni. In Katlehong, what we found out is that 2 children have died due to a fire incident that occurred in that place. And then in Villa Lisa, that is where we were today, 4 of them died. It's actually, they're actually between the ages of 4 and 14. 2 of them are 4, and then 1 is 5, and then 1 is 14. So what we understand is that, I want to explain that they're not from the same family. The two of them are from the main house, and then the 2 of them are from they are the tenants of. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what was happening. What we understand, and the word in the ground was that the grandmother in the main house asked for the 2 of her grandchildren to go and just to go to and just to stay in the tenant's shack that caught fire. She was going to a night prayer in church. And then that's when the fire broke, when they were sitting together at night at around 8:30 p.m. And then they cried, obviously, for help. And then that is when the neighbors heard that there's actually something that is happening. And then they came for help. They tried to extinguish the fire using 20-liter buckets, but it was obviously too late for them to save their lives.
So, looking at this incident, you're talking about the tenants, and it seems as if the 14-year-old was perhaps the one looking after the other 2 children that were left behind by the grandmother. Where were the parents of the other 2 children?
What we understand is that there was no parent supervision. We tried to... But today, we obviously tried to speak to the parent of the 14-year-old, the tenant, the mother. She didn't want to speak to us, obviously, because she's just shocked by the whole thing. But during the fire incident, there was no parent supervision.
How are the parents feeling about this tragic incident?
They are very shattered, what I can tell you, Mbali, because I also tried to speak to the father of one of the deceased. He is telling us that actually the 2 grandchildren, they are from KZN. They came this side for winter holidays. So imagine visiting your family only for you to, you get what I'm saying? So they came here to visit their grandmother of what they do every time during school holidays. So this time around, things didn't go as accordingly, and they met their fate.
And what is the Ekurhuleni Emergency Management Services saying about fire incidents? Just noting, seeing the story this morning, it just reminded me that we've seen so many coming out from Ekurhuleni over the past few weeks.
Well, we spoke to the City of Ekurhuleni MMC for Community Safety, Sizakele Masuku. She told us that these 2 fire incidents that happened in the city last night, they are a highlight that there is a huge need for them to continue to do the campaigns of fire safety that they always do prior to winter and after winter. So she told us that they will go hard in these campaigns just to make sure that the people are aware of anything that can be flammable in their houses, and to make sure that they keep it out of reach of children.
All right. Puseletso, thank you so much for that update.